Hello and welcome to Agile World's 1 Minute, 1 Question. I'm Cynthia Khan, and as always, I am here with
Meenakshi Punjabi. Hello again, Cynthia.
Hello. We have a really great question today from our audience. I'm excited to ask you, and you know that afterwards I'm going to have to repeat it back and to make sure even I understood what you had to say. So are you ready for your question?
I am. Go ahead.
Okay. How can Agile and non-Agile teams work better together? Pretty good, huh? Do you know what you're going to say? Think about it. Ready, set, go.
Okay, so work together because there's a little bit of a process difference here in terms of milestones, not necessarily deadlines and exactly what you're going to build, but milestones. Agree on how we are going to make sure that we have a shared understanding on that progress. So how we're going to report progress. And then have this cross-team contract on collaborating for the solution. When are you going to meet? What is that cadence? How will we communicate? What are our escalation pathways? If you have these basics covered, I think one can be very successful at working and not differentiating whether one is agile ways of working or not, because that itself will create a bias. So there you go. That's my answer.
Good. You got some time to spare, baby. Love
Okay.
it.
I'm getting better, Cynthia.
Aren't we all every day? Okay. So number one, if I heard you correctly, is you're saying don't focus on the how so much because you're going to be getting there different ways. So focus on milestones, like what are the achievements that we need to, and where do we need to be by certain periods of time? Then, because we're getting there in different ways, we should figure out how we're going to report progress so everybody feels comfortable, even though we're using different methods or following different paths, that we're making the progress that we need and that our project or our production is on schedule. And then a way to do that is through a cross-team contract where you talk about, like, when are you going to meet? How are you going to communicate with each other? Is email best? Are you going to set up a Slack or meetings or whatever it is that you're going to do? Make sure that you know how to communicate with each other because that's really important. And also, stuff's going to happen. You need to make sure you have some kind of escalation pathway so that we can tackle things before they get out of hand. So if I may summarize, it's really focusing on the what and let go of the how, which, because you're doing it in two different ways, could lend bias. So you want to reduce bias by focusing on what you're going to do rather than how you're going to get there. How was that?
I like it. I like it.
Okay.
It's always good to hear that other perspective as you summarize.
Well, you did a great job. And I just kind of wanted to espouse on it because I think 1 minute may be a little bit not enough to cover the topic adequately. So I just want to expand that. And so anyway, anybody else have any comments? If you have a question that you want us to answer, please, please, please let us know in social media and have a great rest of your day. Bye.
All right. Thank you.